Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
These marriages are not perfect, but all in all, they seem to work. Marriage is an institution for grown-ups.
It's like a love-hate relationship.
There are no bosses in a modern marriage. He knows he's lucky to have a wife.
Hello everybody, this is the start of episode 22 of Husband and Wife Sentenced to Life, #Houstal. And as you can hear, we sound slightly different today. We're in car, aren't we, Laura?
Yeah, sounds like we're in a hairdryer.
Mine do. Because we've got some new microphones, because as we may have mentioned, we're heading out on the road in a couple of weeks. We are heading to the UK from Dubai, and we're taking Leo to university. We've got to do, at the moment, we've got to do possibly 10-11 days quarantine at Laura's parents.
Yep.
But we want to keep the podcast going. In fact, it might even be more frequent, because especially for them first couple of weeks when we've got bugger all to do.
Yeah, but we said we might do like a little diary, didn't we?
It's going to be like a travelogue. Do you know what we could do? We could record secret bits alone. That might be good to drop in. You know, and then listen back to them. That might be a good idea.
Maybe.
Anyway, that's for the podcast meetings, not for now. So we're driving, we're off to another meeting now about some work. And we just thought we'd do a little, this is what it's going to be like. We're going to be in the car once we're out and about. We're going to be around the New Forest, then we're going to be across to Bristol. We might do Longleat if we've got time. We're going to try and capture all the emotion. Laura crying everywhere. He's gone. The firstborn is gone.
I saw somebody posted today. Should I be pulling myself together? I've just left my son for uni, and everyone's like, no. And they were saying in all the like hotels near the main uni cities, around this time of year, you just see like
crying middle-aged women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I shall be with them.
So we'll try and get a bit of that. Are you agreeing to have that recorded? We're going to have the mics on when all this happens.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on.
No, only because I want it to be. I'm not scared of the crying bit. I'm saying I would rather like not have to think about the recording.
But I don't think you do think about the recordings. Look, I think these things are unobtrusive, right? Yeah. This is the first time you've ever done it, had the mic on, but I think they're unobtrusive. By then we'll have got used to recording.
Maybe.
And
we'll see.
You know, I think we need to try and capture as much of it as we can. And I'll tell you what, in years to come, that's going to be a precious thing for you to have.
Maybe.
You know.
Yeah.
Should I do what all radio DJs do, drop dead at around this age, fat and heart attacky, then you'll have all that audio. Forget about Leo going, you'll have audio on me, the special stuff. So, yeah, this is what we're going to sound like. And I love it, because I love the idea of it capturing.
I am missing the mic though. In my face.
Yeah. Who's Mike?
No, genuinely, I like having it. I like looking at you, and I'm not looking at you now. So that's
I know, but this is cool, because I feel like now we're out of the studio and it feels almost like we're having a proper conversation. Because as much as we try and make it natural, and we do, it's not acting when we're in the studio, but you can't help but feel like you're in a studio. Yeah, microphones, mic arms, recorders. Right now, I've kind of forgot this is here, and you know.
I don't know. I feel like you've got your.
No, I'm definitely projecting, because I don't want to sound like I'm half asleep. I don't want to sound like a big slug.
Can I tell you a story that I've been dying to tell you?
Go on then.
So, going on Leo and uni, following on from that. So I had said to him that I wanted him to clear his room and do like a box of stuff that he definitely wants to take with him, a box of stuff that he doesn't want anymore, and then stuff he wants to leave in his room.
I mean, that's a lot of boxes, considering his room is a box. Yeah. He's in the box room, it's a tiny room.
It's not too bad, but anyway, he gets to his bedside cabinet and he opens it and he... No.
I'm dreading this.
He finds a nail kit, like...
Yeah, I've seen it.
Scissors, nail clippers, nail file.
We all know what a nail kit is.
Yeah, well, you'd think that, wouldn't you? Leo didn't know what a nail kit is. Anyway, so I must have probably given
That's
it
been in his drawer for
2 or 3 Christmases.
2 or 3 years, yeah.
Yeah, it was probably a stocking present.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I might take this. Never used it, like literally just opened it. And then he gets out the biggest nail clipper and he's like, oh, is this a nail clipper? And I'm like, yeah. And then he tries to do it, but then he's like, how does it work?
What?
He genuinely said, how does this work, right? So I was like, what do you mean? Have you never used a nail clipper? And he's like, no.
Why is it because his nails?
Well, let me get to that. So then I had to show him, you know, on a nail clipper you have to like do the twist and lift.
Yeah, you make your lever arm, the jack.
Yeah. So I had to show him how to do that, and he's like, whoa. And then he's like,
I can't believe
And then
this.
he cuts a bit of his nail and he goes, oh my God, that is so awesome. He said, I'm using these from now on. And I said,
Right, he's 18.
he's 18, yeah.
In fact, he's not. He's 18 and a half.
Right, so I'm like, what do you mean you're using these? What do you use? Thinking he's going to say nail scissors.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just always ripped them off with my fingers.
Oh, my God! Oh!
And I said, for 18
In hell! Ripped his nails off.
he says, and I'm like, you are telling me you've got to 18 and a half and you have never, ever, excuse me, used a nail clipper. It was like it was this new technology that he discovered. I'm not joking. We could tell you so many Leoisms, couldn't we?
Well, we once gave him a can opener, a
Yeah,
proper
but that's-
tin opener.
Yeah, but that's different because now they do the ring pull cans. Fair enough.
No.
If you've not
Some they do. Yeah, but
if you've not used one before, they are quite a weird.
yeah, but he's an intelligent kid. I mean, you work it out.
But a nail clipper, it's not like, you know, when he was little, I would have cut his nails with nail clippers. Betsy, who is 9, cuts her own fingernails with nail clippers. Honey, who is 16, cuts her own fingernails with nail clippers. Leo, who is 18, has never even opened a nail clipper, let alone used them.
I mean, we should point out, genuinely, he can't tie his shoelaces, which he doesn't seem to think is an issue.
He can, but not.
No, you'll never see him with a pair of tied shoes.
They're not properly tied, but yeah.
He didn't.
So-
He didn't take it in when I gave them the lesson.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Like, I just, that...
What I think first, here's what I think about it. It's like the kind of thing you see, you know, Dracula's little helper in Whitby, Renfield, when he's in the insane asylum and he's eating flies. He's capturing flies and he's waiting to be turned into a vampire by Dracula. And he's basically a lunatic in what's like a bedlam sort of place back in Victorian times. Somebody ripping their own fingernails out.
What do you do about your big toe? Like,
But how do you start? Where do you get the first bit off? And how do you not, you know when you cut your fingernails too short, how
Yeah.
do you not rip it so it's too short?
well, look, my nails are rubbish. Like, they're really soft and so I can peel my nails
oh
off.
my God, you
but-
lot disgust me.
But that's when, like, you know, you get one of them edges and then I'll peel it off. But
Bloody disgusting this.
I was absolutely shocked and I don't know how. I said to him, you are going in a couple of weeks' time to be living on your own.
Imagine you and I are 18. He's got a girlfriend about his age, a year younger. Imagine, I mean, now you and I do things that are absolutely disgusting in front of each other. Some of them we do for fun. But you get to an age, let's face it, you and I are together for the long run. It's our anniversary tomorrow. And as time goes by, you end up doing some pretty gross stuff to each other medically. You need help with things sometimes. I already said on another podcast when you wanted me to epilate your vagina.
Not my vagina, my bikini line. Let's get that straight.
Ah, use a bikini line. But when you're young, I remember going to girls' houses when I was young, you know, early girlfriends, and for some reason I was terrified of them hearing any bathroom noise. I would never fart in front of one of them, but
That soon changed, didn't it?
it's gone now, I'm catching up now. Yeah, I'd never do anything like that, but I'd do a quiet wee.
Oh yeah.
I'd do a quiet wee, right outside at bowl.
I've got a real loud mum wee. But the thing is, he's had a girlfriend for 3 years, and I can't believe she's not even said to him, how'd you cut your nails then?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is, if we were 18, we were first boyfriend and girlfriend, like he is, and we're sat on the bed, listening to some bullshit fucking indie band that we think are cool, and it's all romantic, and then I just start peeling one of my toenails off.
Oh.
Surely you're thinking there's a better man out there.
The weird thing is, Betsy, I said she's 9. She gets like, every now and again, her nails get a little bit too long. And she's quite a grubby kid. She's one of these that, you know, she's quite an outdoorsy kid. So when her nails get too long, I'm like, Betsy, you need to cut your nails, because I don't like her having long nails. But Leo, I've never seen him with long nails.
What I do worry about sometimes is Leo cooks more regular than anybody else in our house. And there's a little bit that's going to miss it, because he is a good cook. He's learnt over the last couple of years. But there is a bit of me that thinks, how much does he wash his hands?
Oh, no. One of my real pet hates is dirty fingernails.
I hate it.
Our family doesn't have it, because some of the children I used to teach,
No, it's gross.
when I stand over them and they've got dirty fingernails, I used to hate it. So, yeah. Right, we are at our destination. So are we going to...
Well, there's a bit of me that I wonder if we should record walking. Let me get parked up. Oh, look at that, Laura. If that's not the best parking space in the car park, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that should have a, what do you call it, the little wheelchair sign on, because it's so close to the building.
Some will say this is a good sign for this meeting.
Yeah.
I've got another story to tell you as well.
All right, well, we'll disconnect now. What I'll do here on the podcast is I'll put some incidental music in. I'm going to put this out as an episode. How long have we been talking for now? And then we'll record on the way home, and we'll put this out as a little road test episode. I like it.
Maybe.
Not maybe, I'm in charge of that bit.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, shut your face. All right, we'll be back in a minute. All right, part 2 of the road test podcast. Good meeting, short meeting, right?
But yeah, you did all the talking.
Well, it's like that on podcasts sometimes, isn't it? Because you don't pipe up.
No, you didn't give me a chance.
Why?
You just talk. And it's funny because you don't like talking. And
No, I don't.
And then you suddenly just go blah, blah.
Yeah, because you don't do the sell. I feel like I always have to do the sell because you don't. So, yeah, I don't want to talk about the meeting that we were in, obviously, but I'm doing a lot of bigging up of things we've done. You know, I don't ever hear much of that from you.
No, because I don't think we need to, because that's why we've been asked to go there in the first place.
Yeah, you're right. Forget about it.
I'd rather talk about the logistics.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I don't think you were about that today, were you? We're just having a look. But anyway, quick meeting. I've talked too much, you've come out a bit moody.
Well.
Right, let's not talk about it. You said you got something else to talk about. What have you got?
I'm not sure if I've told you this story before. I'm not going to tell you what happened this week. We went to see the gynaecologist. Not for me, but...
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Was that to get yourself, get it tidied up before anniversary?
No, I just said it wasn't for me. Anyway.
You won't epilate me flange.
Stop it. She was talking about fisting and all sorts this week, but we won't go there.
Right, she wasn't.
No.
And I wasn't there, but the story you told me before is she was talking about that for a specific reason and not to you.
Still,
She gets struck off.
A while ago, I went for me.
It's nice to do something for yourself every now and then.
Yeah, well, no, but we sat chatting first.
Yeah.
She's like, quite a bubbly woman, you know. What do you do? What does your husband do? Blah, 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 blah.
You didn't tell her who I was, did you?
No, I didn't. I said, oh, he's on the radio. Tried to, oh, really?
Oh, my God.
That went on. Then it comes to the bit where I need to lay on the bed and she's got to do her business and do the check and everything. I'm there, nothing on the bottom.
Of course.
And she's down there. And
Doing what they do.
Yeah, and then she suddenly goes, oh my God, your husband isn't Catboy, is it?
You're joking. Because you see my signature down there.
Yeah, exactly.
I sign everyone that I see.
I bet. And I was just like, what do I say right now?
You are joking.
So if I say yes, she's going to go, you never guess who's for hoo-ha I've seen today.
What? This didn't happen, did it?
No, but I was like, yeah, it is. Oh my God, I love him. Oh, and she just starts raving about you, and I'm like, hold on a minute. This is not about him. This is about me, and you are down on my bits. Please concentrate on me, right?
Right, because I had to have an operation not long ago to have something removed very close. It was not on my nether regions, but it was very close, weren't it?
Yeah.
It was like a mole,
Yeah.
but quite a big one. I got worried about it. It was like a cornflake,
Right. Yeah.
and I got worried about it. What do you call it when they don't put you to sleep? Is that a local anaesthetic?
Yeah.
And he was a really amiable doctor. And we got talking about skiing and snowboarding and travel. This is pre-COVID. God, is it that long ago?
Yeah.
And yeah, same thing. He's asking me what I do and everything. I'm asking him where he went to uni. He went to uni in Newcastle, so we're talking about Newcastle, and I said I used to work up there. How long have you been out in Dubai? About 16, 17 years.
So you're going to say it got on to him finding out who you were?
No, because he's currently his face is about 5 inches from me cock, and he's got a scalpel in his hand.
9 inches away.
Seemed like 5. And the last thing you want to do when someone's that close to you, an important part of your body with a scalpel, is get him excited. Not that knowing who I am is going to get him excited, but like you said, I don't want him. I know there's a Hippocratic oath, but I'm sure doctors go home and talk to their wives, and he's going to go home and go, "Guess whose balls I were that close to earlier?" I don't know. He's on radio. So when he asked me what I did, I said, "Oh, I just work for a media company out here in the offices."
Right.
It's the same thing. So you actually let the cat out the bag.
Well, I didn't know. That's the thing. I don't know how. From me saying you work on the radio, I didn't say anything else. From her looking at my bits to going, it's not Catboy. Like you jokingly said, is it? You know, is your signature down there? But then, literally, she was so excited then, she couldn't stop talking about you. And then eventually she went, "Oh, I'm so sorry, dear. I'm so sorry. This is not about him, is it? This is about you." And I'm thinking,
You should have said, "It's always about him when that's out."
So every time I go now, I'm paranoid.
Exactly.
She's going to go, has she put it in the notes? Mrs. Catboy, you know, like...
You could have one of my business cards down there.
Yeah, I could.
You could say there's a little something for you.
Anyway, but yeah, so every time I go now, I have that paranoia.
What a great anecdote.
But yeah, what a great... But even in that situation, it becomes about you. My life.
Well, that's lovely. What a lovely story.
Yeah, so that's what I've done this week. I've done that, and another injection in my bottom.
Yeah, you're still having them, aren't you?
Yes, they are starting to work, I think.
Good. What is it? B12?
Yeah. I am definitely sleeping a lot less. I'm not looking forward to having to get up at 5:30 again for school runs.
It's coming, innit? I have researched Jock-itch. I bet you've not researched Jock-itch, have you?
Do you know what? I woke up in the middle of the night thinking I've not Googled it. Go on then.
I had the Latin name for it and everything. I've got a little paragraph. But I kind of feel like if I'm going to put this podcast out, which we are, then it won't keep till next one. But basically, it is a thing. It's a rash on the skin that can develop if it's in a hot area. What I've got under my arms at the minute might actually be a similar thing because I'm swimming a couple of kilometres every day.
Oh, when girls get it, I think it's common in hot countries when you start itching and getting a bit of an infection down there.
We're talking downstairs.
Yeah, because and
do you know what this feels like? It feels like we're on This Morning, or one of them, you know, like Richard and Judy when they have Doctor on talking about things like this.
Dr. Hillary.
So yeah, it's a rash that can become really itchy, and it's called Jock-itch because a lot of athletes suffer with it.
Yeah.
So that's where the name Jock-itch comes from. So, how's that? I did the research.
There you go.
Good, eh?
Yeah, so it is a thing.
On the last podcast, we were talking about things that smell better than they taste, because I was saying the forest fruits, green tea. I tell you what, I said it smells like starburst or opal fruits. But as soon as you tear that sealed
It smells
bag
lovely.
open, you are hit with a bouquet of fruit that is so strong. And this is before you put the hot water in.
What's a bouquet of fruit?
Yeah, a bouquet is what you call the smell, like a body. When you smell wine, the body of the wine is called the bouquet when you sniff it.
Ah, right, okay.
So yeah, should I just said, you're it with a big pong, a big fruity pong. No, so you get that, and then you're like, oh, it tastes like a proper fruit bowl or something. Like there's that going to be that much fruit. Then you put water in, same again. So I asked on the last one for things that don't taste as good as they smell. Somebody said coffee, and
No.
whilst I think some coffees are like that, where you smell them and you think, oh, it's going to be a great cup of coffee, and then you drink it and it's actually a bit disappointing. I mean, when you get a great cup of coffee, it's great, you know?
I do love the taste of coffee, though.
Somebody said guava, which I've never had in my life. You must have had guava.
Yeah. There's that other one, isn't there? The stinky fruit. What's that called?
Durian.
Durian, which smells disgusting.
But that doesn't work, though, does it?
No, that's the opposite. I know, it's the opposite, but tastes all right. Yeah.
I've been trying to think of others. Like bread don't work because bread smells great but tastes delish.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's just a pickup from the last one. Have you got any whinges today? Got a whinge you can throw at us before we get home?
Are we moving on to that bit, are we?
Yeah.
What day are we on? We're on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I'm trying to think what I've done this week.
I know. Shall we talk about his anniversary? Is that a whinge? What happened today? I got out of work whippet smart today.
Yeah.
And came home, and you straight on me like Sherlock Holmes, because we'd agreed not to get each other anything for anniversary tomorrow. It's a big one. We are actually going for a hotel stay, which neither of us really want to do now. But we'd said, because money's tight and we're doing this trip to England, let's not get each other anything.
Yeah, I think more couples are doing that these days, aren't they? I mean, I don't want to totally get into that. Like, I think it's nice to...
Oh, no, you know, and if there's a thing... So what I've ended up doing, the other day you were looking at a handbag and I said to you to buy it, and you wouldn't buy it. And it's not particularly expensive. It's not like a bloody Gucci or a Birkin or whatever they're called. It's just a nice bag.
Yeah.
And it weren't much money at all, and I'm like, oh, just get it. And you didn't get it. And I've asked you several times to get it.
Yeah, but I'm not like that, am I? I don't spend money on myself.
But I had no idea what website that bag was on. That was about, what, a week ago? And I weren't even looking when you showed it to me. Luckily, I took note of what the bag looks like.
You're not listening to me when I'm
yeah.
show you something.
Oh, I'm not listening to you when you show me fucking handbags. Here's the handbag Honey's getting for going back to school that she doesn't necessarily need. Here's the handbag, and she knew she didn't need it when she said it, because she'd like come out with some bullshit excuse. Oh yeah, I don't need to take much stuff in now. So what? That just means you need less in the bag you've already got.
Yeah, but you know.
No, I don't care. But anyway, you didn't buy the bag, and then I had a panic attack earlier when I ordered it, because I thought she's probably ordered it since I've said it because she wants it. No. So then I thought you're going to end up with 2 bags. You're like a horse in a cowboy film.
2 saddlebags.
But I broke the rule a little bit because we said we weren't getting it. So, but it's not a big deal. And what I don't want you to do today is, I've just been for my swim, a couple of kilometres, and you sat outside at pool the entire time with your phone in your hand. This is after you sussed me out for buying you a bag. And I thought she better not be on there spending more money ordering things.
Nope, don't worry about that. I have got you nothing. And no, I was just reading my book. It's quite nice. Don't expect anything.
No, I'm not. Yeah, big anniversary tomorrow. And I actually wanted to record an anniversary podcast.
Oh, that sounds like
what
fun.
about that? We've just driven through the gate that never works. We've got a little card to get into our gated community.
Well, watch the Roadrunner.
I'm watching it. And the cards have suddenly started working mysteriously.
Do you want me to do a quick favourite?
Go on then.
What is your favourite chocolate bar?
Snickers.
Really? That's your favourite?
Do you know our family's bloody mental? I say it every time. A Snickers bar is like a meal.
Yeah,
it's not just chocolate,
well,
it's got caramel.
I would go either a Boost.
Oh yeah, Boost's great.
Boost or Cadbury's Buttons.
I mean, buttons are nice, but they're gone in a second.
I know, they don't make them big enough. But
buttons are like breathing.
But
even when I buy you that packet that's like a grab bag with the big ones in that are like 50p pieces, they're still gone in no time.
A Boost though.
Boosts are good. Do you remember Boost Guaranas? Gavana, what are they called? They're like in a slightly golden packet. Late 90s.
I tell you what, the price of chocolate bars have gone up in the UK.
Well, it's not going to be a worry to me because I'm off chocolate.
Really, for the whole time?
Yes.
Oh my God.
The whole time I'm trying to lose weight.
You know, I can't wait for the cheese and onion rolls.
So we're just driving up our road now, up the gravel driveway to our chateau mansion in Dubai, which everybody thinks we live in.
Do you think I'm hungry? I think that's what it is. I'm hungry.
Oh, is that why you've suddenly started talking food?
Yeah.
Now,
I'm really hungry.
we're going to stop recording before we get in the house, and I'll tell you for why.
I'll tell you for why. You know, you sounded like then.
I'll tell you for why.
The one out, what's his name? Welsh.
Curtain.
No, Welsh guy in Gavin and Stacey. What's his name?
Bryn.
Yes.
Sound like Bryn. Rob Brydon.
Yeah.
I'll tell you for why.
Yeah.
That was terrible, wasn't it? What it is, I'll tell you for why. I can't do it. Put me on the spot. The reason we're going to switch off before we walk back into the house is because our son, Leo, who can't use a tin opener and peels his nails off, he's got his friends here who he was having round, I think, between 1 and 4, but they were 2 hours late arriving. His friends are the slackest people I have ever met. Oh,
Yeah.
we talked about it, didn't we, on the other podcast about how late
normally
they
they
are?
don't turn up. I think one of them's not turned up.
Yeah. This could be one of the last time he sees
I
them.
think it will be, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to take our food elsewhere, and then
I'm eating at the table.
I'm not eating at the table.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sitting there with them.
Well, the idea was that they came round and then they had some food and then they went for a swim, which would give us the living room for a bit. I said to them just before we went out, "Are you all going to the swimming pool then?" Nah.
No, they're not swimming. They already decided that.
Yeah, because they're lazy little bastards.
We'll just go and lay and watch Bastille.
Bastille.
Come on then.
All right, so we're going to switch off. We're going to publish this one as episode 22. Look, if you get a chance, drop us a message wherever you can contact us. You can email us husbandandwifepod@gmail.com. Leave us a message on our Twitters or our Instagrams and just let us know what you thought of the sound. I mean, get used to it, because for a month this is what it's going to sound like.
Yeah.
We might do another one, perhaps 2 in the mic in the studio, but I think we're going to be doing them like this.
Yeah.
Now
You like it, don't you? But I am missing the studio.
we've done 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
How's it feeling?
It's all right. It's all right. Like I say, I'm missing the studio, but I'll get used to it.
Okay. Right, everybody. We'll see you next time. We love you lots.
Bye.
The end.